Hi there. So we've just beaten Porto on penalties after it finished 1-1 over the 2 legs. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a tight game. A lot tighter than I probably thought it was going to be. I knew they were going to be tough, but I thought we would get I was thinking 2-0 before the game, but yeah, look, we got through. That's the most important thing, really. Performances are everything, but as long as you get the results, that's all you can ask for, really. So.
They were difficult to break down. Got to give them credit. They did play really well. Both their defence, both sides, left back and right back, were really strong against our wingers, and they made it really hard. But it took a great bit of magic from Odegaard to unlock them to get that first goal, and what a assist that was and finish from Trossard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and even they kept a lot of their good players quiet. Like, it's probably the poorest game Saka played all season, I'd say, and Saliba even. I thought Saliba was a bit shaky at times, but look, we still got through. That's the most important thing, really, in the Champions League. Like,
yeah, and for our players, we know that it's our first season in the Champions League for a lot of them, and it's difficult. The pressure's on. It's not so easy going and just getting 3-4-0 like that. But to stick in there, we showed a lot of fight, a lot of grit. We managed the game well. Porto barely had any chances. They did have a couple here and there on the break, but in general, we managed the game really well, and we got the job done.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see kind of what they're like against maybe a better opposition, because I wonder would it almost suit them almost better, because they were almost so overwhelming favourites to go into that game against Porto. And Porto, they made it really difficult for them, but look, we'll just wait and see. Like, we're just through, that's the most important thing anyway, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Our penalties, all 4 of them taken really well.
Good.
We didn't need the 5th one, but a lot of pressure on each penalty, and all 4 players put them away really nicely.
And good. And I was kind of thinking as well, I was thinking back to Sporting last year. I remember I had no confidence in Ramsdale in goal. Raya, he does seem to kind of know how to stop a penalty a lot better than Ramsdale. So yeah, she stopped 2 of them, like so.
Big shout out to Raya as well. 2 great saves in that shootout. Who would you give your man of the match to today?
It's either Raya or Odegaard, I'd say. One of those 2. Odegaard was kind of a bit quiet in extra time. I thought he was probably tired as well, to be fair, but he unlocked that Porto defence. Pretty much the only time we kind of really got through properly with that moment of magic. And Raya, saved the 2 penalties. He won us the penalty shootout basically. So I'll give it to Raya, because Odegaard's probably won loads of man matches already this season.
During 90 minutes as well. Raya did a couple of good saves when we needed him. So great performance from him. So we're through to the last 8 now. Is there any team that you would particularly want to face or avoid?
I don't want City anyway, that's for sure. I don't want City or Madrid. I'd like to play Barca. I kind of still have a chip on our shoulder, I'd say, from kind of the last, obviously years ago when Van Persie got sent off in the Camp Nou, and a couple of years ago when kind of Messi, Suarez came here. I remember they just completely trounced us in the Emirates. And I think they're kind of beatable. We played them pre-season, and pre-season's completely different, but we obviously beat them 5-3 or something. So I'd like Barca, but there's no easy teams left either.
Bayern's another one.
Bayern,
with some bad memories with him. We've got Harry Kane there, so it'd be nice to lock him out. Eric Dyer's there as well, a couple of Tottenham players. How far do you think we can go in this competition now?
I don't know. It depends who we get in the next round. Just game by game, really. I think that's how you take it. I'd be disappointed if we didn't get to the semis, but just because I do think we're probably right now in terms of statistics probably one of the best teams in Europe. I think you look at the amount of goals we're scoring and how good our defence is, but you have to remember this team, as you said, it's pretty much all their first years in the Champions League, so you can't expect them to go out and win it, but it would be nice to get to the semis, especially because I think the last time we got to the semis was when we played United or something in 2009 or something, so
long time. So one last thing, just for your thoughts on the Premier League situation. So we are now top of the league after the draw between Liverpool and Man City, and us winning against Brentford. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know, I'm very, I'm not sure, because I kind of didn't want us to go top this early, in that almost now I feel like some of the almost would be like, oh, we have to go and win the league, but it's difficult. I think we've got a very tough run of games coming off. I think City obviously away, that's a huge game. I think if we basically can't lose that game if we're to win the league, I think. But even after that, we could go up to beat City, then we still have to go to Tottenham away, we still have to go to United away, we still have to play Brighton away as well. So that's 4 really tricky away games. I think if we can kind of get through those games, but it kind of all depends. It's very difficult. It's so tight. Liverpool, I think, have probably the easiest running. But yeah, I'm really not sure how to call it. Could go either way. I think it's going to be at the Etihad. If Arsenal lose there, then they're probably not going to win the league. If they draw, I think Liverpool probably win the league, and if they win, I'd say we'll win the league.